The contractor was here for 2 whole hours today, ripping everything up. And he says it's going to be close to $30,000 because everything's way more expensive in damage. And actually, he didn't even check over this other side of this wall. And if it went through that way, it could easily have gone through this way. I'm going to have to tell him that this could be damaged under this rug too. He's going to have to pick up my rug too. I took a bunch of pictures, but he's going to have to pick up this rug and see if the damage extends out over on that side. He wasn't thinking about that today. At first he wasn't even thinking about the wall, but then, it all has to be replaced. It's going to be 2 weeks in the extended stay hotel, a good 2 weeks, and he can't do it right away. And my mother she broke again. It's not she's breaking, she broke. She broke. So I'm as usual hanging on by a thread. And I forgot to tell him if that went that way, it could easily have gone over on this side. He needs to check over here as well. He ripped it all. You can see it's all in there too. He pulled that up and then put it back down. It's going to be a whole brand new bathroom again. And it's trying to clean up this kitchen. I just stay in my room, stay away from her. She's lost her mind. Then, I don't know what happened over here. I don't know if she did something. I feel like I'm just going crazy. Because I'm looking like, what is this spot here? And it's definitely something because it comes off on the paper towel. Like, it wasn't there, I thought, before when I had that other couch over here and the big one over there. I don't know if my mom spilled something and didn't tell me and didn't clean it up, but Lord only knows. This place is old. It's falling apart. And my mother and I, we should be with Joe, period. We should be with Joe. He knows it, and I know it. What did I tell you what's been going on? I don't know what this is. I have no idea. It wasn't here before. And what the hell? I don't know. I don't have any idea. Like I said, these things can leave. This house is old. It can spring another leak. They all could go at once. And you don't even know that it's happening. Okay? You don't even know. That's the thing, okay? So that's going on top of my mom is like, I just got my fluff fix, fluff fix, watching Bachelor in Paradise, okay? And now it's back to reality. Reality is My mom is unable to deal with life. Reality is, she was absolutely wonderful, voluntarily wanting to go to bed before 10 every single night since she got back from the hospital. For 6 weeks, she was perfect, phenomenal. That's what I told her primary care physician yesterday. And then the war hit, and that's it. That's all she wrote. And she pretty much admitted it to him. Because she said it to me when he wasn't in there yet. Like, you need to tell him that. Okay? I said it to him, but she needs to say it to him, and she more or less did. So he's like, well, you were sleeping great, you were doing great, what happened? She's like, the war. Then you're going to wind up in a nursing home, Mom. Right? And she'll fight me tooth and nail on that. See? You can't imagine unless you've lived it what she has been putting me through. It's totally out of her mind, irrational, and it always revolves around the same thing. Okay? So, 2 nights ago, she went to bed. She wasn't going to go to bed. She was going to be belligerent. She takes her meds, but 11:45, was up at 2:30 in the morning. I'm not mincing words with her anymore. Do you think she can just be back-to-back hospitalizations continuously, and professionals in her life aren't going to start talking about, maybe we need to look into having her go into a home? Like, this is getting ridiculous. She's not able to deal with reality. So what she does is pretends it, then she just goes and pretends. And God help me if I don't go along with her pretending. And her pretending is that she's going out. But I said, okay, if you're going out, that's fine. You can go out anytime you want. Who's picking you up? She makes up this person that she knows, but I have a date. Okay, if you have a date tonight, if he's picking you up, I need to know the time. She has no time. He's not picking her up. Okay? It's all delusional in her head. We decided that she was not going to have her phone anymore early in the morning because I wear powerful earplugs, like 30, 32 each. I mean, really strong earplugs. People have come to visit before and I didn't even know it until I woke up from those earplugs, okay? She talks so loud on the phone. She used to piss off people she knew that she was like, don't call me before 10. My mom thinks because she's up, the whole world's up, and she will call people at 5 in the morning, 6, 7, she does it. But I have a right. I have to get up and give her meds at 9, okay, every day. Mom, you're not having your phone anymore. I'm going to hold on to it. You can have it at 9. That's reasonable. You can call people at 9. You don't need to call people at 5, 6, 7, 8 and wake me up because you're talking so fucking loud. It's not fair to me. I have every right to take her phone. Well, not surprisingly. What do you think happens when I take her phone and we agree? What do you think's happening? Take a guess. She's pounding on my door at 7 in the morning, 8 in the morning, okay, screaming and yelling, pounding on my door. Well, then she tries to get me up right before 9 and I'm sound asleep. I'm not sleeping when she's not sleeping. Remember, she's on just 2.5 hours sleep, okay? And she'll run her radio and she'll make noise too, but obviously I'm just all agitated. I can't sleep anyway. I fell sound asleep. Every time she was pounding on the door, I would look at my phone. She'd wake me up. I'd look at my phone, and I'm like, I'm not going to acknowledge her. She's not getting her phone till 9, okay? I get up. Within a minute or so from her pounding on remember, I'm sound asleep. I got to wake up. Sometimes I have a leg cramp. And she's already over the neighbors reporting me across the street. Reporting me. That I took her phone and making up shit or whatever. I got to talk to them because they haven't lived here forever and they don't know the truth. But they do know she was in the hospital recently, so I hope they know they hope they know not to take her seriously. Take her with a grain of salt. Because remember, she's fine, I'm the problem. She's fine, I'm the problem. No. I did nothing to her. the little doctors in the little hospital can think what they want, like the bitches. Your mother was fine when we discharged you. Go fuck yourself with the biggest dildo imaginable, cunt. You ignorant twat. Okay? I did nothing to her. She is unable to deal with reality. Last time, what was it? It was Omer's death, followed by 2 weeks later, her friend's rejection. This time, it's this whole fucking shit with the house, and she's still insisting she's not going to go to a hotel, and I told her primary care physician that. She's like, no, you have to be with Laura. She cannot stay here. She needs to be with me. I need to make sure she has her meds. She can't stay here alone. That's insane. She's going to use friend's bathroom around here. The neighbor's bitch was ridiculous. And it's all ridiculous. So he told me, your mom needs to sleep. He told me, he gave me permission to essentially give her extra drugs, to give her an extra 25 milligrams of trazodone. I gave her that when we got home. I put her to bed. I put Bachelor in Paradise on for her. She knocked out for a good little over 2.5 hours, right? Almost, close to 3. Let's say 2 hours 50. Close to 3, but whatever. I wanted her to sleep like 6, 7 hours. She was on no sleep. And then she wakes up and she's back to it again. The same shit. Same shit. She's going out tonight. Give me this, give me that. Who are you going out with? So-and-so's coming to get me. And then she makes shit up and says, you call this and that. She wants to go out. For karaoke and sing or whatever. So in her mind, it's going to happen. Told you, she leaves messages, voicemails for people and thinks that that's reality. Did you actually talk to so-and-so? Yes, I did. Where is he? If your boyfriend is taking you out tonight and you talk to him physically, where did he? Why didn't he come? Say, delusional. And then her delusions get shattered. She wasn't going to take her meds because she was going out. I made her take her meds, and I threw in an extra 25 milligrams of trazodone without telling her to knock her out. They had that as a PRN in the hospital, that she could have that extra 25 milligrams. And her psychiatrist even tried to write it for that, and I told I said she had that in the hospital. She doesn't need that. She won't take it anyway. You remember, I have extra from when she went in the hospital, extra trazodone. I just 50 milligrams. I just cut it in half and gave her it just like I gave her yesterday afternoon. So it's at 2 now. No, it's 3. Is it 3? Yeah, I just got through watching Bachelor in Paradise, which definitely had some humor and humanness in it. Everyone's gonna fuck everyone over. Kat's a fucking bitch. Okay, she didn't give Brayden the time of day, not even the courtesy of saying, being kind, and she pretends she's one of those pretends that she's kind, and then gets pissed off if you don't recognize her as being kind. Okay. Along the same lines, it reminds me of my aunt accuses me of, auntie, you're narcissistic, you're this, you're that, blah blah blah, whatever. Okay. But she puts me down and treats me like crap and makes me feel lower than low and just whatever. But then if I point out anything good about myself, I'm narcissistic, you know what I mean? So she wants to be allowed to just tear me apart. And if I defend myself in any manner, I'm narcissistic. I'm the most narcissistic, you know what I mean? Well, Kat's doing the same thing to Brandon, just in a different example. She's pissed off at him. He's like, I have a right to have my feelings. And we all feel that way. She played him. She wanted a rose, and she didn't even acknowledge him, not even a courteous. And she definitely was leading him on, and she's denying it, and then pissed if he feels bad in his heart because he was fantasizing a future with her. She's definitely a cold-hearted bitch. I see it. The other people see it, and she. Oh my God, people like that. She's drop dead gorgeous, but she's shallow and a fucking bitch. I mean, people like that who not only are they going to treat you badly, but then if you react accordingly because you're human and you get hurt, then she's going to be like, I didn't do that to you. How dare you have feelings, Brayden, and feel hurt. It's bullshit. Everyone knows she's wrong. Everyone. We all know she's wrong. The audience knows she's wrong. She's cold-hearted. She has a right to not like Brayden, but she definitely led him on. He had no clue, and he has a right to feel hurt, and she won't even let him have that. She won't even let him have the common courtesy of feeling hurt. Okay, it's the same as you're going to put someone down left and right, like my aunt or whoever putting me down left and right. Donald too, and then, but if I come to my defense, I'm this and I'm that and I'm narcissistic because they want me to just, they want to just rip me apart and me not to defend myself at all, just to accept their opinion of me. See? Anyhow, this that I do, I'm limited now to 4 videos a day. Last week it was 6, suddenly it's 4, okay? So I'm going to do what I want to do, okay? That's the bottom line. You can ask me to do requests, but that doesn't mean I have to grant them. I'm going to do what I want to do when I'm limited to 4 measly videos a day when I used to be able to upload as many videos as I wanted a day, okay? How I know it was 4, because I tried to upload a 5th, and it didn't let me. And I had waited 36 hours from when I got that message, you've exceeded your limit, so I got my proof. Okay? I'm limited to 4 fucking measly videos a day now. So, out here, and then I have my 5 gigabytes on Vimeo, but that goes by fast if I'm not putting it out here first and downloading it, because it reduces it drastically when you download it, because it reduces the quality. So what? Vimeo is just a backup anyway. This that I do, it's fun. It's entertainment. It's free. It's entertainment for you, for me. It's an escape. It's fun. It's not reality. Reality is my mother screaming and yelling to give her this and give her that and give her her credit card, and she's going out tonight, and when I push her, make her, like, okay, who's coming to get you? And she says so-and-so. Nobody showed up. Nobody showed up. Okay? I'm lucky she took her meds. She wasn't going to take her meds because she's going out. She wasn't going to take her meds. That's reality. And for anybody, I view this person, but he is new, okay? As a new fan, as opposed to just a viewer, okay? But if you don't understand why we need to be with Joe, this is reality, okay? We have to wait a month, or close to it, to have this done, okay? My mom is this close to being hospitalized again. I said to her, primary care visited right in front of her, like we don't want her hospitalized again. He's like, no, we don't, but what are we supposed to do if she's fucking out of her mind? Like, literally, she can't deal with reality. I cannot change the fact that she doesn't have the most exciting life imaginable, where when she snaps her fingers and wants to go out, someone's going to go out with her. I can't change the fact of this war. I watched World News. I learned, at least, I can watch on my computer through Xfinity World News Tonight and Inside Edition. So I won't watch it out here anymore. And if she watches it on her own, I can't stop her. But I'm not going to put it on. I'll watch it in my fucking room. Alright, on my computer. No big deal. Because it's still going to be talking about all this stuff. And they're still supposed to get the hostages out. And they still, those people have threatened to start, My mom doesn't need to see that, but if she chooses it, we can't stop her. We can't stop her, okay? But I need you to understand, this is all reality. This is fantasy. That's all it is. So to say to me, like, I don't know why you want to go to Joe's. Because we need to be at Joe's, especially if she might land in a nursing home. Joe's the one that said, more than ever, if she's going to be in a nursing home, it needs to be where I am around. Not around here where I will not stay. You understand? It's not a joke. She's unable to deal with reality. She can't just keep going into mental hospitals. She's on more psychiatric medication than she's ever been on in her life, and it's not. What are they going to do to her if she, They never think she's on too little. We never heard back from that other place. The asshole psychiatrist she has now always goes along with whatever the mental hospital doctor wants, the psychiatrist in there. He doesn't give a fuck about her. I told the primary care physician yesterday, I'm like, you're the only one who cares about her. I don't even know if he really cares about her, but he certainly seems to anyway. He puts on a good show, I'll give you that. And I've cried to him years ago when she was out of her mind, and then she's gonna run to new neighbors and say, Lord only knows what to them about me. They don't know. I have to tell them, I'm like, you have to understand, she's not well. She's not well. Remember, these are the same neighbors that the day before, I'm out on my walk, and she was unable to find her phone. She goes to the neighbors to have them find it. It was in the couch cushion the entire time. She didn't even look. She's not well, okay? So I hope when she's bad-mouthing me to Kingdom Come and saying this, that, including threatening to call the police on me if I don't give her her phone and what have you, okay? I hope that they realize that she's not well and they don't take her seriously. It's reaching the end for her. She was screaming and yelling. I was in my room and blasting my computer, and that's it, you know. And I heard her screaming and yelling and this, that, whatever, in her delusion that she's going to go to this place because she wants to, and she can meet somebody there who won't pick her up. So that's her fixation now. It's like, because she thinks she can will it to happen. And it didn't happen, but she's going to go do the same thing today. She's going to do the same thing today. She's going to do the same fucking thing today. She even said yes to, if it's not tonight, then it's going to be tomorrow night. She's out of her mind. I am barely hanging on. Barely. I can't even describe to you how I'm barely hanging on. I was gonna go walking, and then my contractor was here for 2 entire hours. And by the time he left, he came later in the afternoon. By the time he left, I had to get out of here. I wanted to desperately get out of here because I need to get out of here. I've had to wait. I'm waiting 36 hours before giving you videos I've already created. If I'm limited to 4, I'll just give you 4 all at once. And then wait another 24 hours before I try to upload anymore. I can still create them. I just have to wait to upload them. I have one some weeks ago I didn't upload. I haven't uploaded on there. Or anywhere. I haven't uploaded them. Yeah, like I sarcastically say, I watch these shows, Bachelor in Paradise, Golden Bachelor, because it's FF. It's a fluff fix. And I get to see how normal people are. How normal people behave, how normal people fall in love. All the things that are not in the cards for me. Okay? They're not. They're not. They're not. I just need to be platonically with Joe. And he wants us there, okay? And he knows that's best for my mom, too. She's out of control. She's reporting me to the neighbors. She can say whatever she wants. It's all bullshit, okay? Reality is she's out of her mind. She's not going out to karaoke unless somebody wants to go out with her, and they don't, and that's reality. Reality is that there's hundreds of hostages, including Americans, being held in underground caves who may have already, they might end up dead. That's reality, okay? Reality is there's atrocities. Innocent people on both sides of this are going to die horribly. Already have and will. Already have and will, and we are going to hear it on our news. So you either stop watching the news, Mom, or you're going to wind up in the hospital. But you're going to wind up in the hospital anyway. How is she not? If she's so delusional that she's screaming and yelling and insisting to me that she's going out, and then if I say you're not going out, there's no one coming to get you. Yes, there is. How is that not going to land in the hospital? How is it going to help her to go into the hospital? Okay? Her primary care physician agreed. I'm like, I don't want her. I did it right in front of her. She couldn't stay. She couldn't even keep her eyes open. She had her eyes like, and how is it going to help her to go in the hospital? It doesn't. She's on more meds than you can, than knock out a horse. Her mind won't accept reality, and reality these days is worse than ever before. So my mother it's the end of the line for her. She's collateral damage, okay, and in a different way, so am I, okay? So don't sit there and say, I don't know why you're going, why do you want to go to Joey? Like, what the fuck? This is nothing. This is meaningless. This is meaningless, okay? This is a fun pastime, an escape. That's all it is. That's all that it is. Reality is I have nothing here, nothing. I am lonely, I am sad, I am sexually frustrated, I am everything you can possibly think of. Thank God my acquaintance, I removed that person from my life before all this shit went down with Omar dying and my mom back-to-back hospitalizations, and now, because, you know, I would have been crying to that person who I didn't realize didn't like me. Either never liked me and was pretending, or just slowly came to not like me. So, which doesn't surprise me. But I'm a lot to handle, and I'm not normal, and most people aren't going to like me. So. But this is reality. It's free. I don't have to grant requests. I don't do anything. I used to be able to upload as many videos as I wanted. And when I was limited to 6 just last week, I'm like, oh, that's reasonable. That's okay. Now it's 4. Just suddenly 4. It could go down and down. It could be anything. It's arbitrary. It's, you know, if it was just 6 last week, and I thought it was going to stay 6, and then suddenly it's 4. And I know it was 6 because I tested it. By getting that message, you have to wait 24 hours, and I waited 36 hours, which means it started all over again, and it let me upload 6. I'm like, okay, so that's my limit, 6. So I thought, but again, so I thought, okay, this is entertainment. It's nothing. It's meaningless. It's entertainment. Reality is she's headed for being hospitalized again. They're going to say, like, she probably belongs in a nursing home. Okay? There were people in my life, my life, telling me a lot of years ago she should be in a nursing home. Okay? And I'm like, no way in hell. That's not happening. But now she's just, this world, the way it is now, she cannot deal with it. If she was absolutely fine for 6 fucking weeks, I said to her primary care physician, you know I'm not lying. I don't lie to you. She was phenomenal for 6 weeks. And then what happened? Monday, she began breaking, and it's been downhill ever since for the past several days. She doesn't want to accept reality of the world. The world's not going to change. It's just getting worse. I can't change it. I can't do anything about it. Then she's going to be in a nursing home, let alone a hospital. She's going to wind up in a nursing home. I'm in fucking hell. This isn't happening now with this house. She's going to bug me about that. And then when I don't go along with her fantasies and delusions, I'm not going to sign anything. You're not going to pay. It's not us paying the contractor, Mom. The insurance paying. Well, I want so-and-so to do, her friend, I want so-and-so to do something on the house, or we're not going to do this, we're not going to do that. Mom, you're not doing shit. The insurance company is paying the contractor. We have to pay the first plumber. That, you know, that's hundreds and hundreds of dollars. We have to do it. I'm not signing any check. Well, guess what? You already did. So we already paid one, and we have to pay another one, and that's reality. And this isn't going to be fixed for a month. I don't know what this fucking is. I'm sitting here moving this couch because I wanted to switch the couches back.